Okay, let me go to lead first. Lead, fields and relationships. Sorry, status, lead status. Here I can add a new status. While adding a new status, I need to select which lead process I need to add. Okay. For now, I say return place. So what's the API name here? It is saying return now return place. Whether this is a converted? No, this is not a converted. Pick the make this value the default of this master. No need. So I'm selecting my lead process. I'll show you why. Okay. Now I have this. If I can go to my object, or imagine that you have multiple leads. Okay, now let's go to the lead. If I'm creating a new lead, but by default it is going everything and it is showing all the values, right? Return place and everything. Let's imagine as soon as I click a new, it should ask me whether online or offline. You understood this? Online or offline. If it is online, it should execute a different flow. It should execute the different flow. It should, if it is an offline, then it should execute the different flow. So hope you remembered we created a record type for invoice, right? How many steps has been involved while creating a record type in invoice object? It's a custom object, right? How many steps it got involved there? And I mean, how to create? How to create there? Not new invoice, fine. To enable a record type for a custom object, what you have done, you went to object manager, right? Object manager, then invoice object, then record types, right? Then you went on record types, then new record type, name, enable to profiles, and then page layout. So you have to select even page layout, right, while you are creating a profile, isn't it? So now considering the same, here also the same steps I need to follow, isn't it? Record types, new record type, I'll say my offline. Lead process I need to select. Lead process is a required now. In the custom object it is not there. Based on the lead process your statuses will be selected. Okay. Next, So if you want to create a record type, lead process is mandatory one. Without that, you can't create a lead record types. So who is driving what? Lead process is driving status field of a lead. What to be displayed, what not to be displayed. Okay. Imagine this way. We have a pick list field. This offline is a record type, isn't it? Campaign member, industry, lead source, solution, primary, product interest and rating, all these are pick list, right? And pick list and multi-select. These fields are pick list and multi-select. But now, based on the record type, you can select which option should be available, which option should not be available for pick list and pick list multi-select. All you need to go to that record type, pick the available pick list, and I'll say edit. You can remove purchase list, order, it's on web, anyway it's offline. So what I can see, I enable only two fields for this record type. When I go and create a record with a campaign member status, lead source or campaign, which one I edited before? 1 minute. Industry lead source. Yeah, if I go back to my object now, lead, if I create a new, it will not ask a pop-up anyway. And if I say lead source, lead status, this one, refresh it. Lead source, only two, you got it, right? The same way, if we create another record type, if we create another record type, new, let me create a lead process first, object manager, lead process, new, online, save. I'll remove this. Save. So return place is something which is not enabled for online. So let's go to object manager, your lead, page record types. Where is my record types? Yeah, here you go. And now new, online, lead process. I'll select online, make available, yes, active. Next, select a page layout. You can select differently also, apply different at each profile, it's fine. But for now I'm doing for same common layout, save. So again I'll get my lead source here. What I'm doing, I'll just keep like phone inquiry is something, partner referral is something I removed. Okay, clear, right? Earlier we left only two options, now we left with four options, isn't it? Now let's go to leads, new, it is asking offline or online. Let's say online, go back. What is the lead status that you are seeing? Open, working, closed, closed mode. And lead source, there is no partner referral, right? Let me go back and create a new lead. If I select offline, what is the lead status? You have return placed also. And lead source you have to. So what is this? Lead status is getting controlled by lead process, okay? And lead source is controlling, where record types is controlling pick list values, right? Based on record type only you are controlling, right? How to modify this again? Again you need to go to record types, choose the particular record type, go inside and pick the fields available from the list and edit and choose which value you need, which value you don't need for that record type and save it. Clear? If I select phone inquiry, then only I should allow my industry field should be enabled. You understood this? Or you know? If I select my lead source, then only I need to enable my industry. I mean, this is another pick list value, isn't it? Let's go here, fields and relationships. we have field dependencies. There is a concept called field dependency. Controlling field here is lead, source. Dependent field should be lead. What is dependent field that we are talking about? Lead industry. But this is the standard field, isn't it? Standard field cannot be a controlling field. I mean dependent field. Only custom fields are dependent fields. Okay. But the problem here is industry is a this one standard field which is causing an error. Yeah. So I'll show you one more thing. Setup. This is a limitation. Okay. Remember this way. That's a limitation. You cannot have standard fields as dependent fields, but custom fields can be controlling fields. Fields. Current generation is a one custom field, number of locations, primary, product, industries, array. If you see underscore C, they are custom fields, okay? These are product, industry and primary are pick list fields. Those will record here automatically, see, right? Now let's say primary. I selected dependent field is primary and I click continue. Now for web, do I need to select? Yes. I'm just selecting a different value. For phone, no. Okay. Include, no. For partner referral, I included both. These are inclusion. If I select web, which value should be available on a primary object, primary field? Yes. Phone inquiry, I selected value is no. For partner refer, I selected both. For purchase list, nothing. For other, nothing. Clear? Now if I go back, and I'm not too sure that we have any record something like that offline. What's the dependencies that I created here? I forgot the name. Primary. Here we have a primary field. Yes, this is disabled, right? If I select lead source, okay, phone inquiry is disabled, partner refer, okay, again dependencies went wrong, edit, I'm just checking, partner referral, it should be yes or no. 1 minute, refresh, reload. View all dependencies. So this way, phone inquiry we got no, partner referral we have yes or no, right? If I said none, then it will come back. Let's say partner referral, I selected yes. I selected yes. If I say phone inquiry, automatically it got value got removed, right? So you can control your pick list values using record types, and you can control another pick list value or any other data type like multi-select can be a control. Here understand this. You cannot have every field data type is a dependent field. And you can have a controlling field in these formats. Pick list, checkbox, and multi-select pick list, okay, as a controlling field. Dependent fields are always a pick list fields. Dependent fields are always a pick list fields. Clear? Now, what record type can able to do with pick list? What record types can able to do? Oh, sorry. Record types can control pick list values, right? What page layouts will do? What page layouts will do? This is not today's topic, don't worry. What page layouts will do? to provide a different views of a users based on record types. To provide a different views based on record types. Okay. And what about the field dependencies? What about field dependencies? Which will control another field based on it have a two control fields, controlling field and dependent field. Controlling field are always pick list type, pick list and checkbox, multi-select. Okay. Controlling fields are always pick list, checkbox and multi-select. Dependent fields. Dependent, pick list, alone. Pick list, alone. Standard field cannot be a controlling fields. Standard fields not allowed. Standard fields not allowed. Okay. So while doing a pick list, and you cannot have a standard field as a controlling field, but you can have a custom field both controlling and dependent fields. Okay. What is the difference between workflow email alerts and auto response rules? We can create only okay. Okay, but help me in understanding. Imagine that if I am taking your interview, how your answer will be. Presentation is more important, much more important. Presentation is much more important, right? So prepare this way also. When you are preparing a concept, prepare how to answer in an interview. You know the concept. If someone asks you directly like what is something like this, then of course we'll be saying it randomly with whatever we say is right, but it's a random presentation, right? So technically there is no difference between auto response rules and lead assignment rules. But we have a design considerations. Let's say if we are creating a workflow email alerts, we'll end up in consuming our workflow limit. I mean standard limits. So if we can use auto response rules, we can do the same functionality by sending a responses to the customer based on the rule criteria whenever it meets, right? And the only limitation auto response rule, you cannot select the email recipient. Whereas workflow email alert and other email alert functionality, we can able to choose the email receivables in the sense who will be recipients. Understood this? I talked about workflow limits and I also spoke about my assignment limits, auto response rule limits, right? What limit I mentioned in auto response rules? Race. Exactly. But whereas we can able to do that in our email alerts. So this is the difference. Like the way you are saying is right, Gautam, but it should be in the presentation. Don't think that I'm taking your name because you answered, so I just wanted to make it. Yeah. So presentation is also very, very important. If you know or you don't know, but presentation should be very concise. Like you should be so clear while answering. It should show the confidence and everything. Okay. If you are giving like it's something like you know the topic and you are trying to answer it. If you know something, if you make it is very slow and clear, right? The people think, okay, he knows this. So preparing is not just knowing the technicalities. You should also prepare for theoretically in a way how to answer in an interview. Someone asked that. But if you find anything similar functionality where you have in other places, then you have to compare and find the differences. Why we need this functionality? We already had one, right? So this is also important. We have auto response rules just to become like a design assignments, design considerations. If I have workflows, then I will be end up in having consumption. If I have assignment rules, I can have more than 200. It means that I can send more than 200 active emails based on the criteria. It's the difference, okay? Clear? So the next topic for you is Web2 case. Yep. Yeah. Now you worked with Web2 lead, right? Viharka, have you went through the Web2 lead? Okay. Same way you have Web2 case, but the concept remains same. Implementation little different. Yeah, case object. It's case object. You can pull case tab like leads you are selecting. The same way you can select cases. Yeah. With that, you can able to. I mean, why I'm giving a next topic just to ensure like you follow this and follow the new one. So once as soon as you're done with Web2 case, can you? I mean, I want you to create study about a partner user. Study about partner user. In Salesforce, we have two things: internal users, partner users, and customers. Partner users and customers. Okay. So study about who is partners and who is customers. Generally, who will be the partners in our business? The business we started in the first day of demo. Partners is your clients. Then customers, your teammates are a partner. So it means that if I'm working in my company, then I am a partner to my company. Then who is employee? Okay. But it's you, right? Who is running? Okay. But then they are shareholders. They are not the partners. They are shareholders, right? Then who is partners now? He is a partner with? Exactly. You are right. He is partnering a Uber company. But here, because of his partnership, who is getting benefited? Then why, if company is getting benefited, why Uber driver wanted to run when he don't have any benefit? It's a win-win situation. It's a win-win situation. Think about I mean, if you are someone is share, I mean, you have a share, I mean, some capacity in your company, then they are shareholders. They're not your partners. The partners is someone which is outside of your business and helping your business growth and his growth parallelly. As I mentioned, if you do not have stocks in your market, so what you will be doing, you will be buying from your partner, you will ask your partner to distribute it, right? Now what happened, you might be quoted, like let's talk about this one. Simple, Amazon, let's talk about Amazon. Amazon have any products? Amazon, Amazon have any products? I mean, Amazon produces any products in the entire, I mean, whatever the products you can see in Amazon website, will everything is owned by Amazon? If you can, yeah. Now, if you go outside, if you are buying from directly from a partner or in Amazon, you have a distributors there, not a partners, okay? No, we have a partners also. So let's say if you are buying to a seller, seller is your partner there, okay? If you go directly to a seller and if you ask the certain product like, hey, I need like Google Home, but Amazon doesn't sell that. Okay. If you need to buy some Alexa, then they will say, hey, it's 10,000 rupees only, 1 rupee less than 10,000. Okay. If you come back to online, you will see like 3,000 off, on top of cards off, and everything, right? Now, for the same product in online, it is showing a different price. Why it is showing? If you take about a Google product also, they will give you the card benefits, right? If you directly go back and swipe your card, they will collect everything. If you are placing from online, then some offers, 12% off, 5% off, 10% off, flat off, right? Now, who is partnering here? Here, the partnering is not your seller and Amazon. The bank cards are partnering. Banks are partnering with Amazon. Yes, the credit cards. They don't give offers or debit cards. They give maximum credit cards. As soon as you observe one thing, as I don't know how US is running now. In India, if you purchase any product with your credit card, when offer is enabled, the next within hour you'll get a call from that bank saying that do you want to convert this transaction into EMI? Yeah, very next moment, as soon as order placed and if it get updated, you'll get a call from customer saying that you have a wonderful offer this week and this will be expired in today only, so you wanted to convert. Let's imagine what they will be saying, no cost EMI, and they will give 6 months or 3 months, but no cost EMI. Imagine this way, no cost EMI, and you got an offer of some 500 rupees in Amazon website. Okay. Now what they will do here, if you say yes for a flexible pay of 3 months, you will be paying the same amount only. If you are purchasing for 10,000, you will be paying for 10,000 for 3 months. Okay. But the time it convert, right, it's a one-time charges. There will be service charges of one time on any time. Even if you convert 100 rupees, the one-time charges is 2,000 rupees plus taxes. Now, how much the person, that they will never disclose. The business is this now. So, how much you got offer? 500 rupees. How much you are paying because of flexi conversion? 1,500 rupees plus taxes extra. You understand? So, who is benefiting here? Amazon is not giving any losing. Amazon is also getting benefited because of this subscription offer. You purchase a product in Amazon. He is F. Because of your flexible transaction, so what happened? Bank is getting benefited now. Who is losing here? The idiot who is losing is customer only. If you are paying the same amount in 3 months, you can pay in 1 month. Lend from your friends and pay it. Pay to your friends 1 rupee, 10 rupees extra, it's fine. But this is how it's happening. If you have a bank offer, it again, right, it's not a mandatory one. To convert or not to convert, it's your choice. But the bank have a scope in setting this. 90% of Indians, IT employees are running their cards on EMIs. Right now, they are getting a good benefit, right? See, another one. Now bankers have changed their mind because no one is collecting card rates. They are calling now and they are saying, take this card also. Whenever you are overdue with the other amount, we are giving a cash back. We are giving a card payment option through our credit card, or you can withdraw money. Let's say you have one card which is your limit of 1 lakh, you already consumed 1 lakh, you don't have money. Now you need to pay at a month end, right? They are saying you can withdraw money from our card, or you can use this card to pay your transaction. You use the second card to pay your transaction. Now this card charges will come in place. Card payment, balance transfer, one-time charges, service charges, overdue limit, and what other charges? There are like 7 charges they will put. Every 7 charges plus GST 18% and 26%. For 1 lakh, for sure in that same month you will be paying at least like 5,000 extra money in the next bill. Even if you take వడ్డీకి తీసుకున్నంత అవదండి. See, all this, why I'm saying, this is how we need to think about when you are working with a business. What is benefited? You might be giving, but giving means you are getting it. Win-win situation solutions. Okay? So then where we left with the business partners and customers. So study about who is partner and who is customer. That is really important for you guys at least. In India, we never ask like what is partner, what is customer. They will say that have you worked with partner communities and communities, only technicalities. For you guys, if you are in the interview first, they will be asking about who is partner and who is customer. How you handle your customer. So go through those documentations. Yeah. In interview, right, you don't want to be more technical also. If you can give a clear picture, like a process picture, then that is more than enough. Clear? Thank you. Enjoy. No day and day. Lockdown. We are in lockdown. First. 2 months. Canada is locked down since 2 months. బట్ డబ్బులన్నీ మిగిలిపోతున్నాయి కదా అందరికీ. తిరిగితే ఖర్చే కదా, పెట్రోల్ అయినా కూడా. ఓకే. ఓకే. ఇండియాలో ఐటీ సింపుల్ అండి. ఐటీ ఎంప్లాయీస్కి ఏముండదు అనుకుంటున్నావు కదా, దూరం తీరిపోతుంది. నా షిఫ్ట్ ఎంత, 12:30 నుంచి 3:30 వరకు నాది వర్క్ చేసేది మామూలుగా ఆఫీస్కి వెళ్ళుంటే. ఇప్పుడు వర్క్ ఫ్రమ్ హోమ్ కదా, అందరు నెంబర్లు తీసుకొని ఈ ఓపెన్ బ్రిడ్జెస్ డైల్ చేసి, హే దీపక్ వీ హ్యావ్ ఎ డౌట్ ఎట్ నైట్ 11:30కి ఎవడ ఫోన్ ఎత్తుతాడు. ఉదయాన్నే 6 గంటలకి మెసేజ్ వస్తుంది, సింపుల్ నేను లాగౌట్ అయిపోతున్నాను, కెన్ వీ కనెక్ట్ క్విక్లీ సో దట్ వీ కెన్ లుక్ ఇన్ టు ద ఇష్యూస్. ఒకరోజు 5కి ఫోన్ చేస్తే అందరికి వెళ్ళాలా, హ్యాండ్ ఓవర్ ఇస్తానని చెప్పి ఫోన్ చేశారు. ఈ వర్క్ ఫ్రమ్ హోమ్ అంటే ఏమైందంటే ల్యాప్టాప్ ఎట్టా షట్ డౌన్ చేయరు, ఎప్పుడు పిలిస్తే అప్పుడు వచ్చి కనెక్ట్ అవుతాను లెక్కలోకి వచ్చేసింది. రూపాయి కూడా పెంచుడండి. All you will get one email saying that, hey, thanks for supporting for extra long hours. ఆ మెయిల్ తప్పితే మీకు రూపాయి అడిగామనుకోండి, ఇంకోటి రెస్పాండ్ కూడా కాదు ఒక 2 నెలలు. సో ఎక్స్ట్రా వర్క్ చేసి ఎప్పుడు ఉంటుందంటే ఎక్స్ట్రా పే. దే విల్ గివ్ ఫోన్ సపోర్ట్ అని ఉంటుంది, ఆన్ కాల్ సపోర్ట్ అని. కస్టమర్స్కి ఎక్కడైనా ఇష్యూ వస్తే వాళ్ళు నీకు డైరెక్ట్గా ఫోన్ చేస్తారు, నీకంటే టోల్ ఫ్రీ చేస్తారు, అది మీకు కనెక్ట్ అయిపోతారు, అవుట్ అవుతాయి. అప్పుడు సపోర్ట్ చేస్తే ఎవ్రీ కాల్ దే విల్ పే 1000 రూపీస్. దానికంటే దరిద్రం ఇంకోటి ఉండదండి. ఇమాజిన్ ఇఫ్ యు ఆర్ కిస్సింగ్ యువర్ గర్ల్ ఫ్రెండ్, యు విల్ గెట్ ఎ కాల్ సేయింగ్ దట్ హే ఐ నీడ్ ఎ డౌట్, ప్లీజ్ క్లారిఫై. అంత దరిద్రంగా ఉంటాయి మాత్రం. సో అసలు వీకెండ్స్ ఎందుకు వచ్చాయరా బాబు అనిపిస్తుంది. అండ్ ఆ కాల్స్ కూడా ఎట్లుంటాయి తెలుసా, కాల్ ఆన్సర్ చేసిన వెంటనే నువ్వు రిజల్యూషన్ కూడా స్టార్ట్ చేయాలి. చెప్పేసి మళ్ళీ చేస్తాను ఏముండదు, కాల్లో ఉండే చేయాలి. రీసెర్చ్ గా చేశానండి, సగం మందికి లవ్ బ్రేక్స్ ఇక్కడే అయి ఉంటాయి. ఆన్ కాల్ సపోర్ట్ ఎవడెవడు తీసుకున్నాడు అందరికి లవ్ బ్రేక్ అయి ఉంటుంది. చెప్తారు. సో అంటే ఎక్స్ట్రా అవర్స్కి ఇస్తారు. నైట్ షిఫ్ట్ చేశారనుకోండి, ఎలా అంటే ఒక 9 to మార్నింగ్ 5 చేశారనుకోండి, నెల మొత్తానికి 5,000 ఇస్తారు. అగైన్ థింక్ అబౌట్ దిస్ వే, నైట్ 10 నుంచి ఉదయం 5 వరకు ఎవరు ఉంటారు ఆఫీస్లో? యూ విల్ బి హ్యావింగ్ మ్యాక్సిమం 10 పీపుల్ అండి. 10 పీపుల్ ఫ్రమ్ 10 డిఫరెంట్ టీమ్స్. మొత్తం చీకటిగా మధ్యలో లైట్ వేసుకుని దెయ్యాల్లాగా అలా కూర్చో ఉంటారు అందరూ. తినడానికి తిండి ఉండదు సరిగ్గా, నైట్ టైం కాబట్టి. ఫుడ్ కూడా కాస్ట్ ఎక్కువ ఉంటుంది. సరే బయటికి పోయి సిగరెట్ తాగుతారన్నారని కూడా 17 రూపాయలు ఉండేది వాడు 25 తీసుకుంటాడు. మనీ వేస్ట్ కదా. సిగరెట్ తాగి అలవాటు ఉంది అనుకో, రోజుకి నైట్ షిఫ్ట్ కాబట్టి నిద్ర మేలుకోవాలి కాబట్టి 4-5 టీలు ఇది కానీ వేసాయంటే వాడికి వచ్చి 5,000 కాస్త ఇంకో 5,000 పెట్టుకోవాలి. అది మర్చిపోతున్నారు. సో ఇలాంటివి ఉంటాయి. సో ఎక్స్ట్రా అవర్స్ అనేది ఓన్లీ థింగ్ ఏంటంటే, ఎక్స్ట్రా అవర్స్ చేస్తే అప్రైజల్ టైంలో వీ కెన్ కాంపీట్. లైక్ నాకు ఇది కాదు ఇంత కావాలని గట్టిగా అడగవచ్చు. అది అడిగేది ఏంటంటే, ఒక 2 నెలల వరకు ఏ ఎస్కలేషన్స్ లేకపోతే అప్రైజల్ ముందు ఒక ఎస్కలేషన్ వచ్చినా నువ్వు ఏం చెప్పినా దాని గురించే మాట్లాడతారు. ఎస్కలేషన్ ఇస్ నథింగ్ బట్ ఏదో ఒక క్లయింట్ కానీ లేకపోతే ఏదో ఒక ఎర్రర్ చేయటం. అది ఎలాంటి ఎర్రర్ అంటే, ఒకవేళ మీటింగ్లో ప్రాపర్ టైంలో జాయిన్ కాకపోవటం కూడా ఎర్రర్గా చూపిస్తారు. సో ఇలాంటివన్నీ కొంచెం జాగ్రత్తగా చేసుకుంటా ఉంటే అలా అలా లైఫ్ గడుస్తుంది. అసలు ఎవడు బయట నుంచి చూసేంత డ్రీమ్ వరల్డ్ అండి. ఐటీ వాళ్ళకి ఒక్కడికి హ్యాకింగ్ రాదు. సిస్టమ్ ఏమైనా ప్రాబ్లం వచ్చిందనుకో మనకు తెలియదు, ఐటీ వాళ్ళని అడగదా ఉంటారు తప్పితే. ఐటీ అంటే ఏంటంటే ఇన్ఫ్రాస్ట్రక్చర్ టీమ్ అండి. అది ఓల్డ్ ఐటీ అనేది వచ్చి కంప్యూటర్స్ రిపేర్ చేసే వాళ్ళని ఐటీ అంటారు. మళ్ళీ ఇక్కడ ఏమన్నా చిన్న ప్రాబ్లం వచ్చినా ఎత్తుకుపోయి వాళ్ళు ముందర పెట్టేస్తాం, ఎందుకంటే మనకు తెలియదు కదా ఏందో అని. మనకి ఏంటంటే మన టూల్ వర్క్ అయితే చాలు. సేల్స్ ఫోర్స్ ఆ బ్రౌజర్ ఓపెన్ అయింది, లాగిన్ పని చేసింది, ఓకే ఐఎమ్ గుడ్. అంతకంటే ఇంకా ఏమైనా ఎక్స్ట్రా అడిగితే మనకి తెలియదు, అయిపోయింది వాడికి. సింపుల్గా ఏంటంటే మ్యాక్సిమం ఒక 80% పీపుల్ మేనేజ్ చేస్తారండి జాబ్స్ని. ఒక టీంలో 10 మంది ఉన్నారంటే ఓన్లీ 3 or 4 పీపుల్ విల్ వర్క్. ద రెస్ట్ 6 పీపుల్ విల్ పోస్ట్పోన్ దేర్ వర్క్. అండ్ ఆ పోస్ట్పోన్ ఎలా చేస్తారంటే ఈ 4 వర్క్ చేసేట్టుగా ఉంటుంది అది. బట్ గుర్తింపు మాత్రం 6 మందికే ఉంటుంది, 4కి ఉండదు. ఎందుకంటే దే ఇంటరాక్ట్ విత్ ద కస్టమర్స్ మోర్ అండ్ మోర్. దానివల్ల ఏమవుతుందంటే వీళ్ళు బాగా వర్క్ చేస్తున్నారు, అనాలిసిస్ బాగా చేస్తున్నారు అనే ఫీలింగ్. ఎస్ దే ఆర్ డూయింగ్ అనాలిసిస్ రైట్, బట్ డెవలప్మెంట్ మాత్రం తక్కువ మంది చేస్తారు. ఈవెన్ ఇఫ్ దే ఆర్ డెవలపర్, బట్ స్టిల్ దే డోంట్ డెవలప్ ఎవ్రీథింగ్. డెలిగేట్ చేయడం అలవాటు చేసుకుంటారు. ఎనీవే దిస్ ఈస్ లైక్ ఏ సెకండరీ. ప్రైమరీ లైక్ హౌ టు ఆన్సర్ క్వశ్చన్స్. ఓకే, అండ్ కంపారిజన్ అండి. వెన్ ఎవర్ యూ ఆర్ వర్కింగ్ సేమ్ ఫంక్షనాలిటీ ఇంకో దగ్గర చేయొచ్చంటే ట్రై టు డీటెయిల్ యువర్ సెల్ఫ్ లైక్ వై వీ నీడ్ ఏ సెకండ్ ఆప్షన్ వెన్ వీ హ్యావ్ ఆల్రెడీ వన్. What is the difference between workflows and process builder? We have same functionalities, but what is the difference? So go through the details. And have you ever recorded like a execution flow of Salesforce? Yeah. Exactly, that sequence is also important. With that sequence only you need to answer any scenario, business scenario. Without that you can't answer. I mean you can answer, but that won't be a right. Yeah, cool. Thank you. Bye.